Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, January the 7th, 2014. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, the Tennessee Department of Safety says its preliminary numbers show that fewer people died on Tennessee roads in 2013. Manchester's Music Tree Festival will return to the city for the third consecutive year. Democrat Sarah Kyle says she won't be running for governor in 2014, and we'll tell you what the most popular baby names were in Tennessee last year. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Shortstop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Breeze Inn Market has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Safety said its preliminary numbers show that fewer people died on Tennessee roads in 2013. There were 988 deaths in 2013 compared to 1,015 in 2012. The death toll has dipped below 1,000 only 4 times in the last 50 years. THP Colonel Tracy Trott cited the state's efforts in getting people to buckle their seatbelts and to avoid driving while impaired as major factors in the reduced death tolls. Troopers have been cracking down on seatbelt violators in 2013. They wrote more than 74,000 citations. That's up from 47,000 the year before. The percent of deadly crashes in which drivers were unbuckled went down in 2013 as well. In 2012, there were 414 unrestrained fatalities, which represented 52.7% of the total number of fatalities. That decreased to 49% in 2013. The number of fatal crashes in which drivers were drinking also dropped in 2013. There were 211 people killed in impaired driving crashes in 2013 compared to 295 in 2012. The THP does, however, have a new concern, that being distracted driving, which authorities say has now reached epidemic levels. Manchester's Music Tree organizers have announced that the festival will return to the city for a third straight year. The festival was started during the summer of 2012 with a concept to drive local, regional, and temporary patrons created by the Bonnaroo Music Festival into local venues in the city of Manchester. With the festival running up to the state start date of Bonnaroo, it also offers musicians and bands the opportunity to play in front of one of the most diverse crowds in the country, as nearly 100,000 people make their way to Manchester. Organizers also said the festival will be booking the event through February 14th. This year the lineup will be announced on May the 5th with a Cinco de Mayo announcement celebration. More details of the announcement celebration will be posted to the Music Tree website. If you are interested in volunteering for the festival, setting up as a vendor, or if you are a member of a band interested in booking for the event, you can do both by going to their website. That's www.musictreefest.com. The president and CEO of the Tennessee Educational Lottery Corporation is being recognized by a leading lottery trade organization with an award named after her. According to the lottery, the Rebecca Hargrove Award for Mentorship is given in recognition of an individual's generous spirit that supports the wise and responsible development of the next generation of lottery industry leaders. Hargrove also is the first recipient of the award from the Public Gaming Research Institute. Institute CEO Paul Jason said in a news release that Hargrove is a legend in the lottery industry. Hargrove began her career directing the Illinois Lottery and later led successful lottery startups in Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee. The Tennessee Lottery has generated more than $2.8 billion for educational programs since it began in 2003. Democrat Sarah Kyle, who had been considering a run for governor, says that she will not challenge Republican incumbent Bill Haslam in 2014. Sarah Kyle is a former director of the Tennessee Regulatory Authority. She was first nominated to the position by then State House Speaker Jimmy Nafee in 1996. She was reappointed to 6-year terms in 2002 and 2008. She resigned on March 13, 2013. Her term was set to expire in 2014. Tennessee Democratic Party Chairman Roy Herron says Sarah Kyle's family comes first, and we understand and appreciate that. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.
To rid yourself of body pain, stiffness, and stress while increasing circulation, visit the Balance Spa in Shelbyville at 731 North Main Street, or have them visit you at your office for a chair massage. Simon Cow and Maria Keys Gammon give a professional full-body foot or chair massage that makes you feel like new. Call owner Linda Hackle Brown at 931-639-4885 to set your appointment today. With over 30 years experience servicing the Tullahoma area, Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler has become a household name in Middle Tennessee. As a family-owned business, Mike and his wife Lisa, along with their sons Jamie, Justin, and Jody, have assembled a crew that delivers quality service to go with quality products. As the only authorized Michelin and Goodyear dealer in Tullahoma, they have become the tire store of choice, being named the Tire and Brake Store of the Year multiple times. They also rent Penske trucks and are an interstate battery dealer. So if you need tires, brakes, mufflers, a battery, or maybe rent a truck, go to the place you can trust. Call Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler at 931-455-5150. Located at 732 North Jackson in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac knows trucks, and we're kicking off the season with the largest selection of the best trucks available. Check out the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's wider and has more headroom than the F-150 and the Toyota Tundra, and right now it's up to $6,000 off. Or take home this 2014 Chevy Silverado, the truck that leads its class with up to 12,000 pounds towing capacity. So come see us today at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Welcome back. Tennessee Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey spoke recently with TNReports.com about the issues surrounding the return of legislation to allow communities to vote on whether or not to allow the sale of wine in local grocery stores. Let's watch video from that interview.
Do you see wine in grocery stores popping back up this session? And if so, do you think it's going to pass this time?
I think it won't pop back up. It's already up. It really is. It's on the Senate floor right now. It is. So yes, I see some form of that passing this year. There are negotiations I know going on right now between the small store liquor store owners and others to make sure that everybody's covered. But yes, I mean, it really is time for that bill to pass. We've got it on the Senate floor. I'm not sure that bill will pass exactly like it is. We may draw it back to committee and work with the House, but I expect it to pass this year.
Also, what do you think are the hurdles that need to be cleared right now? What needs resolved?
What are liquor stores going to be allowed to sell out besides liquor, and how does the referendum process work? Is it just in place to have the referendum now? I think probably those are the two biggest issues. It's just a matter, and we'll get those resolved.
Yeah, well, if it passes, will wine be sold in grocery stores on Sunday afternoon? Do you think?
That's one of those things that have to be worked out. See, I don't even drink. Is beer sold on Sunday afternoon?
Yes.
Okay. Probably.
And it varies by county too.
Does it?
Because the beer board decides.
Right.
I know in Georgia.
Do I now?
In Georgia, they don't. They have wine in grocery stores, but they can't, like Costco doesn't sell.
Again, those one of those issues going to be worked out. So I don't even want to predict on that. This is a commerce, a revenue issue for me. And I live on the line in Virginia, and as Steve Smith up there that owns Food City says, we're selling wine to Tennesseans in grocery stores now. They just crossed the state line to buy it. And that's where the tax revenue is going to. That's the first problem. And I understand that we set up a set of rules for the liquor store owners, and that's what they're abiding by. But I think that again, that the Steve Smiths of the world that owns Food City is a very good friend of mine. When he makes the point that I didn't like it when Costco and Walmart and Sam's started selling groceries either. That changed my whole game. But it's free enterprise, and I made it work. So that argument holds some water because it was the government that sets the rules. But to say those rules have to go on forever, it doesn't hold water with me. We just got to figure out how to change it.
You still hear from people who are ready for this thing to pass?
Oh, I'm not sure there's a hotter issue out there, really. I'm really not. And when the event happened, in the House that happened, keep in mind it was a legislator from Northeast Tennessee. Yes, I still hear about it. That may be the one issue that people stop you about more than anything and talk to you about, really.
What do you make of that? I mean, you guys do all kinds of important public policy stuff around here, and people care about wine in supermarkets.
Because it affects people's day-to-day life, and we can change the tax structure, and they don't see it. Their accountant does. There's lots of things to do, but it's usually the female that does the shopping. Not always, but usually. And I think this is something in my area that you can go 100 feet and buy it in a grocery store and 100 feet this way and not. So I think because it does affect people's day-to-day life, and I don't think it contributes to DUI. If I did think that, I wouldn't even have it. I think it's more just something you take home and have with dinner. I do believe that. So I just think a couple of things that affects me is being on the state line, and number two, the way things happened last year, and being a local representative added to that.
TNReport.com also spoke with Speaker of the House, Beth Harwell, about the issue. Harwell says that it is her preference the House reaches a compromise on the issue and passes the legislation. Let's watch.
What do you see happening on wine and grocery stores?
It is my preference that we reach a compromise on that. I believe that there is support from the general public for wine in grocery stores. And so I see movement, and I think that all parties involved have been sitting down and talking with one another during the recess to, I believe, put in place something we can all get behind.
So we're looking at new legislation, do you think?
I think we will still have the bill that will be a resolution allowing the people to vote on it, but I think we'll have, in addition to that, a piece of legislation that will lay down which regulations will be lifted from the liquor industry and some other things that need to be put in place so people know exactly what they're voting on.
What kind of limitations
do you envision perhaps meeting with the liquor industry?
You know that, again, this is all still, they are still meeting. They met this week, and I've been a part of a few of those meetings. But there's a lot for them to discuss. Hours of operation, what exactly they will be allowed to sell. If we allow food sellers to sell wine, then are we going to allow the liquor industry to sell perhaps cigarettes, food items, etc.? And all that is still being discussed, but I predict that we will see movement this year.
Could it be open on Sundays even? Is that a possibility?
That has been under discussion. That would not be something I would push for.
But if wine were sold in grocery stores, could wine be sold on Sundays?
Well, that's what they're discussing now. I believe that beer is sold on Sundays after 10 o'clock. And so I think we are looking at that. I can't predict what the General Assembly will do.
What about Matthew Hill, who was on that committee where it suddenly didn't get through last year? I mean, has he come around on this? Or?
Well, you'll have to talk to Matthew about that.
All right, how confident are you that you're going to be able to get out of that committee after last year he was the one to hold out hope?
I have a certain confidence level. I mean, I never can always predict what the General Assembly will do, but I feel that people want the right to vote on this issue.
We'll be right back in one moment, right after these messages.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Ford family has expanded to 2 separate locations. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That means 2 times the customer service and 2 times the inventory. So no matter where you're located, let the Russell Barnett Ford family make your next vehicle purchase a great one. 2 times the inventory, 2 times the customer service. That's the Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop Sacker Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Almacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Internal Revenue Service says taxpayers eager to get refunds will have to wait an extra 10 days to file their federal tax returns. The IRS says the government shutdown has forced it to delay tax filing season until January 31st. It had been slated to start January 21st. The IRS says the 16-day shutdown in October interrupted workers who were programming and testing the agency's processing systems. Following the shutdown, the IRS warned that tax season could be delayed Acting IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel says the extra 10 days should give workers time to prepare the system. Many taxpayers file early to get refunds. The April 15th deadline for filing individual tax returns remains unchanged. The Internal Revenue Service has shortened the upcoming tax filing season by 10 days while it continues to make up for October's government shutdown. The filing period will begin on January 31st, while the statutory deadline of April 15th will remain in place. Tennessee's modern tradition for the top names of new babies continued in 2013, with Emma and William taking the number one spots for a third consecutive year as the most popular names given by new Tennessee parents. William has been the number one name chosen for new baby boys born in Tennessee for 7 straight years. Emma repeats as the most popular name for Tennessee baby girls after taking the top spot on the list in 2011. While the most popular names for both boys and girls born in 2013 in Tennessee, they remain largely unchanged from the previous year. A new name made its way into the top 10 list of both girls and boys' names this year. The top 10 names Tennessee parents chose for their new baby girls born in 2013 are Sophie, Emma, Ava, Olivia, Abigail, Isabella, Madison, Elizabeth, Emily, and Addison. Top names for boys were William, Mason, Elijah, James, Noah, Jacob, Ethan, Jackson, and John. Elizabeth is a new addition to the 2013 list of Tennessee's most popular names for girls, replacing Chloe as the 8th most popular name. The other girls' names in the top 10 are unchanged from 2012, although their rankings have shifted. William has been the top choice for boys' names in Tennessee since 2007, and the top 4 choices for boys remain unchanged from 2012. John is a new addition to the top 10 list, replacing Michael as number 10 from last year. The number 2 names, Ava and Mason, are also unchanged since 2012. Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include multi-time Grammy and Dove Award winner Russ Taft, who has a concert in Bell Buckle this weekend and will stop by to invite us to his show. We will have a very affectionate puppy that's available for our Dog of the Month, and local author Sheila Robinson has written a wonderful children's book about cats. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard, because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
Welcome back. With an increasing number of flu cases being reported in the area, it's important that you know when you should see a doctor. Let's watch this message from the Center for Disease Control.
There are emergency warning signs you'll want to know about. Anyone who has any of these signs should get medical care right away. Look for these flu emergency warning signs in children. Fast breathing or trouble breathing. Bluish skin color. Not drinking enough fluids. For example, the child is not going to the bathroom as much as normal or having significantly fewer wet diapers. Not waking up or not interacting. The child may be so irritable that he or she doesn't want to be held, or he or she may have flu-like symptoms that improve, but then return with fever and a worse cough. To review, get emergency help right away if your child has any of these emergency warning signs. Fast breathing or trouble breathing. Bluish skin color. Not drinking enough fluids, or not having as many wet diapers or going to the bathroom as normal. Not waking up or not interacting. Being so irritable that the child does not want to be held. Flu-like symptoms improve, but then return with fever and worse cough. The emergency warning signs are slightly different for adults. Get medical care right away for any adult who has one or more of the following symptoms. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath.
Honey, I think we need to get to the emergency room right now. You're so short of breath.
Another emergency warning sign to look for is pain or pressure in the chest or abdomen, or having sudden dizziness. The person may appear confused, or have severe vomiting or vomiting that is persistent and continues.
John, I'm going to vomit again. I can't believe I feel this bad.
To review, look for these emergency warning signs in adults. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath. Pain or pressure in the chest or abdomen. Sudden dizziness. Confusion. Severe or persistent vomiting.
Yes, my wife, she has the flu, and she keeps vomiting, and she just can't seem to stop.
If you or your loved one has any of the warning signs described in this video, get medical care right away.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast.
Last month's sales were so good, I need cars now to restock my lot. I'm Keith Barnett at Russell Barnett Kia, and I've come up with a plan. It's my car bazaar. Whether you owe $1,000 or several thousand on the car that you hate, this car bazaar is here to help you out. You have a job and $149? My For the People credit approval process is here to help you out. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hurry in before the car bazaar ends. I'm Keith Barnett, and I'm the dealer for the people.
Friendship, friends.
You put me on pause? You don't put me on pause, man!
You got like on your eyeball, it's like.
I spy with my eye. Stop it. Don't ever touch this, man. I'm calling my agent.
Bring me back a cookie.
Make your favorite TV shows wait for you with Charter DVR.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 2008 at 70 degrees. The record low was in 1970 at -2 degrees. Average high on this day is 47, and the average low is 28. Tonight, look for clear weather with still cold weather, a low of around 15 expected tonight. Partly cloudy weather in your forecast for Wednesday with a high of 42 and a low of 27. Mostly sunny weather on tap for Thursday with a high of 47 and a low of 34. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.